chances are you have no idea what to do when it comes to advertising for your Shopify store. And that's concerning, especially when you're holding onto an amazing product that could be a potential winner, but until people discover it, its value remains untapped. So there's a bunch of advertising platforms out there, each with its own complexities and advantages. But I'm not going to be sifting through all of them. Instead, I'm going to be guiding you through my personal approach to advertising that has successfully driven my brands to generate millions of dollars in revenue. Fast-paced user-generated content, aka UGC, primarily on TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts, has become extremely popular, as you guys probably already know. So the quick and easy explanation to what exactly I did to generate sales for my brand. First, I identified a product that resonated with a very specific community, a product that offered something unique and wasn't just an off-the-shelf item you could find anywhere. Once I had that product in hand, I moved to the next step, which is creating and posting engaging videos about the product on platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. The goal was to go viral and generate sales organically without investing a single dime in marketing. After seeing my product gain traction organically, I transitioned into paid advertising to maintain momentum and achieve consistent sales. Remember, you don't always have to reinvent the wheel to achieve success in this space. But the main question is, how do we create content that captivates millions of potential consumers? Now, I wouldn't say there's a universal best approach, but I'm going to share the method that has consistently worked for me. So you'll need to create your own UGC-based videos. This involves ordering the product and creating content around its features and benefits, or even collaborating with a content creator who can produce raw, relatable content for you. And now you could hypothetically use pre-existing content on the internet, but I wouldn't recommend it, although it might allow you to start a bit quicker since you don't actually have to order the product. And depending on the product, likely the easiest thing you can do is order the product from Amazon, get it in 2-day Prime delivery, and film a bunch of videos properly showcasing the product and all of its features. From there, find a competitor brand that is actively posting the product and generating revenue. Take note of every viral video that they post along with any Facebook ads that they're running. And the cool thing is that you can check if any brand is running Facebook ads by simply going to their dedicated Facebook page and viewing their page transparency. Now, why did I suggest collecting viral videos from competitors? We're looking to decode that formula of what works, what resonates with the viewers, and what leads to virality. And with that knowledge, we're better equipped to recreate these successful elements in our own unique content, setting a high standard for our brand while maintaining originality. I'm going to show you how using a video editing service will save you money and allow you to have a little bit more control of the content side of things. So first of all, instead of paying $40 per edited TikTok, you can pay InVideo's flat subscription fee of $30 and create as many edits as you want. And if you go ahead and use my discount code below, you can get an additional 25% off. And for this strategy, we'll need to post at least for 3 to 4 weeks consistently, once to twice a day. So let me hop into my computer and show you how I would go about editing a quick video for a new product I want to test. So here we are onto InVideo. This is the dashboard, and you're going to be able to have access to all of your edits that you've been working on. So this was the one that I worked on for my 24-hour dropshipping challenge video, and it's pretty simple video. We can go ahead and watch it really quickly. But as you can see here, I went ahead and kept it as simplistic as possible. I added captions, a CTA, call to action, various clips, and I was able to add text here. Now, I could have totally went ahead and took advantage of using their, I don't know how many assets that they have, but they have quite a bit of stock footage. So if I were to go ahead and put baby, for example, it's gonna give me all kinds of stock footage for babies, right? So that I could go ahead and completely put right here, add it, and now that stock footage is going to be on my video. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Same thing, I can type in basically anything I want, sports. I'm gonna get all kinds of various stock footage for sports. So you can imagine you're gonna have a lot of control in the editing process for when you are ready to edit your product-based videos. The same thing I can do with images. So I can search for various images, throw those in there, and use those in my video ads as well as music, right? So I can go ahead and type in metal, right? And it's gonna give me all kinds of various metal type of songs that I could use for this product-based video, right? So I could add the text as well. The logo, I could throw in my logo here, drag and drop my logo. It's gonna go in the top right, as well as various elements. And if you don't have too much creative direction, you can use their templates. But anyways, I would suggest going ahead and checking out their YouTube channel, because they have a bunch of tutorials on how to use InVideo. And once you're finished with this video and you like what you have created, you can simply go ahead and press the export button, get this video in 1080p, and use that for your Facebook ads. And like I said, we want to be posting for at least 3 to 4 weeks consistently. So you're looking at around 20 to 30 edited videos, posting 1 video a day onto TikTok. From there, removing the watermark using an app like SnapTik or sstick.io. So the more you post, the more the algorithm will favor your videos. That's simply just how it works. And once you get that viral video, you've essentially creative tested for free, and now you're ready to run paid ads. And I like Facebook ads so much is because it allows for precision targeting, ensuring your content is seen by the most relevant audience, thus optimizing every penny you spend on ads. And if you're targeting the right group of people, your money is gonna go a long ways. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop back into the computer, and I'm gonna go over the strategy step by step. You have to make sure that you have a business manager, you have to make sure you have a Facebook page, you have to make sure you have a Facebook account to do any of this, and you have to have a Facebook pixel. Okay, so what we're gonna be doing is creating this campaign. The first thing that you're gonna do is hit that green button right there, green plus button. We're gonna go into sales, right? Because we want to generate sales. Now, you have the option to go ahead and use Advantage, but I like to take a bit more control from the beginning. So I'll go with manual sales campaign. Gonna go ahead and hit continue. And yeah, I apologize guys, it's so hot. It's like 92 degrees today here in Europe. I just arrived a couple of days ago, just trying to get used to the heat. It was like 70 in LA, 20 degrees hotter, but we manage. We're gonna continue with this campaign. So we can just name this campaign. So go with that in one ad. Doesn't really matter what you name the campaign, but we're gonna go ahead and we're not gonna be using advanced campaign budget. That's where the budget is on the entirety of the campaign. We're gonna be doing it per ad set. So I'm gonna go ahead and go next. So from here, you're gonna make sure that your pixel is properly linked up, and you're gonna be able to see from here, conversion event, website. Then you're gonna go ahead and select purchase as your conversion event. This is a brand new ad account, so it's not created yet. This is just a test account. So you're gonna go ahead and press that. After you're done, we're gonna set the budget on the ad set. So generally when I'm testing, I like to go anywhere from $5 to $10 at lowest. So let's just say I'll go with $10. We're gonna run 5 ad sets. Okay, so we're gonna run this at $10. That's gonna be an overall budget of $50. And this is where you need to figure out who you want to be targeting. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the example that I used in my other video where I was targeting people that were into hypebeast Michael Jordan. For that dropshipping challenge, I was testing sneaker soles. So with this, I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna go over the strategy. So we're gonna be doing 1 interest at a time, but we're gonna throw in something here for now. So I'll just start with hypebeast. And at a certain point, you're gonna want to target as many interests as you can that are relevant, right? So I'm gonna go with hypebeast. This is gonna be the name of my ad set. So I'm just gonna copy this, have it over to the top, name it. It's the hypebeast publication, 31 million, that's pretty solid. I would say don't go anything under 500,000. Okay, so we're gonna go there, advanced placements. That means that the ad is going to be visible where Facebook thinks it is performing best. So I'm gonna let Facebook do its thing. We're gonna go in next, and this is where you're gonna link your Facebook page, your Instagram account. Like I said, this is a brand new account, so I don't have anything linked up. We're gonna go and create the ad, create our first ad. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm going to add this single image and video. So I'm gonna go in and upload, so add media. I'm gonna add this video, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select one of my previous videos that I used. All right, so here we go. We have our video in right there. And then for the primary text, ChatGPT is gonna be your best friend. All right, so what I'm gonna be doing is getting as much information as I can about my product. Then I'm gonna say, make me a solid Facebook ad copy. All right, so right here, this is a good start. You're definitely gonna wanna play around with it and really just try and figure out what you think sounds best, right? At the same time, you don't wanna add too much information in there, but for the example, I'm just gonna use this. So we're gonna go ahead and head back to the ad. This is gonna be the primary text. That's generally going to be where you have the description amount. The headline, I could even put right here. I could put this for the headline. Do something like that. All right, so we do something like that, and we don't need to put the description. It's not necessary. Call to action is going to be shop now. And then right here, you're gonna go ahead and put your website URL just like that. And then from there, we are ready with our first ad. We can just name this ad number 1. We're gonna do 1 ad, and this is where we're gonna start to add the other interests. So we're gonna duplicate this 4 times because remember, we are adding 4 other ones. And the only variable here is going to be the interest, right? So we're gonna go into suggestions, and I'm gonna get a better idea of who I should be targeting, but at a certain point, you're gonna go ahead and filter through pretty much all these interests. So I'm just gonna go with Supreme because that's pretty solid, that's relevant. I go here, that's gonna be the name. Then we go next, same thing. Let's go streetwear solid, change that. Now we got 2 more. Okay, Air Jordan, bam, Hypebeast, suggestions. Let's go sneakers, that's solid. And then don't forget to remove that other one that was there. So we have 1 interest in each ad set, each budgeted at $5, and you have your ad in there. So we have an entire budget of $50. All right, so that's it for the Facebook ad setup. One thing I'll add is that there are so many variables to this model. That being said, even if you duplicate my exact Facebook ad structure and creative elements, the outcomes could still vary drastically. And this is due to the fact that there are several other factors that come into play, such as the design of the product page, the performance of your website, the impact of your social media accounts, and even the specific demographic that ends up viewing your ad. And if you aren't getting the results you want, don't be too quick to throw in the towel. Remember that encountering hurdles is an inherent part of this process. Getting a true understanding of this model requires time, patience, and experience. But that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, I just arrived in Europe, so I'll be traveling around for a bit. I'm a little bit jet lagged as well, but I'm still gonna be pumping out videos. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.